Hello everybody and welcome back to the Sports Hub exclusive channel. As today I am on my way to the Chase Center to watch my first ever WNBA match between Golden State Valkyries versus LA Sparks. Now, not only the fact that this is the first ever WNBA game that I've attended, but this is actually the first ever WNBA game for the newly expansion side, Golden State Valkyries, and what a way for them to have a home opener and make their debut against their biggest rival, that is the LA Spark. And something tells me that this rivalry between the Spark and Valkyries is going to be a juicy one down the years as well. But yeah, come and join me to the Chase Center right now to witness this historic moment that is about to unfold. So just made my way here at the Chase Center, and here at this plaza called the Thrive Center, and you can see there's already a lot of people here in this plaza. This looks like a little stand right here outside the arena, and I think these are the folks that are probably going to be watching the game from the big screen right here. Those folks that unfortunately didn't get a chance to get the tickets to witness this historic event in the arena, they can still watch it from outside the arena here. So a couple of things here in the Thrive Center. We've got a roadside here, and there's also a couple of mini games over there on the other side. But just a bit, we're going to be heading inside the arena and attend this very historic event. So I've just made my way inside the arena, and now I'm going to be heading to my seat first because I want to get a quick view of my seat, and I believe this is the way to do so. It's going to be in the upper concourse, and it's in the 200 level. All right, so I've just made my way to the seat, and even though we're very high up here in the stands, it's still a very good view of the court there. See a couple of players are doing their pregame. Whoa, we still got a long way before the beginning of this game. I got here relatively early just to, of course, check things out. Of course, throughout this game, they actually gave away these t-shirts here. Let me get one from my seat here. Let's see. We have here in this t-shirt, first of a lifetime. I think that's a kind of reminiscent in terms of this being the season home opener. And then, of course, on the back here of this t-shirt, we have the inaugural season for the Golden State Valkyries, the schedule that is. And of course, the circle here means that this is the game that's going to happen tonight against the Los Angeles Sparks. And I think these mini cups are kind of like in-season tournaments, something similar to what we see the NBA do. All right, so I've now made my way onto the concourse again. I'm actually going to look to see where I can get something to eat in the concessions now. We're not going to buy a lot of things because I'm actually not that hungry today, but for the sake of the food segment in the Sports Hub exclusive episode that I always do, I want to at least get something and kind of get a quick taste of the food here at the Chase Center. All right, so as I'm walking in the concourse, I found this wall full of names here, and you can see there are also a couple of people taking a picture of the name, because I think this is the name where if you're a season ticket holder, you of course will get a chance to put your name on this board. And right now, these folks that I'm assuming they're season ticket holder, especially the way that that lady is pointing at the name. And it's just kind of a recognition, at least from the Valkyries, decided to have this wall dedicated to all the loyal season ticket holder. So I'm standing right now here next to the Will Chamberlain poster. As you can see, this is the food that I've, of course, got, which is a burrito bowl. I'm gonna take a quick first bite in terms of it. Very, very good. I got the chicken version. You got the salsa, the beans, the rice, the sour cream, and then also the chicken is also somewhere over there. And I also got an aquafina to finish off. All right, so before I get back to the arena, I just want to give you guys a little bit background information about this game. So like I said before, this is the first ever game for Golden State Valkyries. It's also the first game of the WNBA season, as pretty much tonight is the season opener of the brand new 2025 WNBA season. And certainly coming into this game, because of the way that it is a season opener, it's really hard to predict who is going to win this game. And especially, you know, for the Sparks, after last year, it was a disastrous season where they finished dead last in the WNBA and only won 8 games in the season. They're looking to try to bounce back heading to this year, but there's no doubt that it's going to be definitely tough to do so, especially, you know, whenever you have a brand new team making their debut. It can work both ways. You know, it could be maybe a little bit disjointed because of the chemistry not be there, but also there's going to be a lot of excitement in terms of these Valkyrie players to do well and certainly impress with their fans. And also, one other note is that, you know, this is a matchup that we actually already seen, at least in the preseason, with the Sparks actually won by 1 point point against the Valkyrie, but obviously that's still just preseason. The regular season is a complete different animal. So yeah, we'll see how this game is going to turn out. All right, so I'm now back inside the arena, and you can see the players are doing their pregame warm-up. Now, because both teams wear purple, I have no idea exactly if these are the Valkyrie players or the Sparks player, or if these are the Valkyrie or Sparks player. I'm assuming this is probably the Sparks player, consider they're wearing purple and gold, which is their main color, very similar to the Lakers. Are the Valkyrie player, knowing that you see some purple and black, which is their main primary color. break. Chance for the Spark to get their first point of the season, and they did exactly that. It's now 4-2. Oh, that's stolen. Oh, they stolen back. Almost stolen. There's the first three in Valkyrie history. 13-10. About 4 minutes to go. Oh, and what an answer there. Miss, and that is the end of the first quarter. Good first quarter, too. Falcons beat by 120-18 over the LA Sparks. All right, we're going to have dance group here for the end of the first quarter entertainment. Second quarter has just begun. Valkyries has the ball here to begin the second quarter. They travel there. I cannot believe he just banked that one in with 2 seconds on the shot clock, and it goes in. Game's tied at 27. Trying to take the lead here. Do exactly that. Three-point to cut the lead in half, and it's not going to happen. An 8-point lead. All right, so it's halftime here at the Chase Center as LA Sparks have a 42-39 lead over the Golden State Valkyries. And overall, it's been a very entertaining game. It's been very back and forth as well. Neither of these sides has been really kind of pulled away in this one. The biggest lead in this game was the Sparks, who had a 6-point lead at one point in this game. But something tells me that's probably going to be how the rest of the game is going to be, because remember, in the preseason game between both of these teams, it was a 1-point game between both of these teams. So let's see how the second half is going to look like. Let's see if we're going to continue to have this back and forth action all the way into the fourth quarter, and maybe it's going to go down the wire in terms of this game. And now it looks like both teams are back on the court doing their pre-second half warm-up. In just a bit, we're going to get ready for the start of the second half between Golden State Valkyrie and Los Angeles Sparks. All right, we'll start the second half here. Lead for the Sparks as the Valkyrie has the ball here to begin the third quarter. Sparks go the other way. He's got it. He ties the biggest lead the Spark has had, 50-44. With the three, and it's no good. What a good shot here. Valkyrie needed that. It's run over. It's a 16-3 run. Back to 12-point. Here's a three. Just like that, a 6-0 run. The Spark call timeout. minus 15 for the Spark, but an 11-2 run for the Valkyries to close out the quarter, and it's 66-60 in favor of the Sparks. Look at that, it's like a concert right now. I haven't announced the attendance yet, but I'm assuming it's probably going to be a sold out tonight. The first ever game in Golden State Valkyrie history. Alright, here we go. Fourth quarter here. 6-point lead. Sparks has the ball here. It's out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Sparks. Challenge this. Let's see on the replay. Yeah, that looks like he's off on her foot. Looks like this is going to get overturned. Yep. Well, looks like the call was reversed. Valkyrie's going to have the ball here with 5:43. An 8-point game for the Sparks. Valkyrie back to 11. A 7-0 run. Valkyrie desperately need a bucket. Come back from this one. They need this. That's what the doctor ordered. It's the lead back down to 8. Might be mad. 12-point lead. Valkyrie on a crazy run. Looks like Spark is going to get the win here. Spoil the party here for the Valkyries on opening night. That's a free though. That's no good. It's kind of interesting that the biggest lead of the game actually happened right at the end of the game, but that is pretty much that. Valkyrie fans still appreciate in terms of this opening game, despite the fact that the result is not close. Sparks gets the win here, 84-67, the final score. They spoil the party here on opening night at the Chase Center in the first ever game for the Golden State Valkyries. Even though the Valkyrie lost this one, they do break the record for the highest ever attended game, 18,064. Just finished here at the Chase Center as in the end the Sparks spoiled the Valkyries home opener and their debut in the WNBA as they win 84-67 in this game. And really for the entire first half, it was a relatively close game, a back and forth game between both of these teams, but eventually the Sparks went on a really big run. I think they went on a 16-3 run to extend the lead to 15 points. The Valkyrie did close the gap. They went on a 9-0 run relatively quick, and the fans were definitely going crazy near the end of the third quarter with them over mid-6, but eventually the Sparks does kind of pull away in the fourth quarter. They even went on a 7-0 run to really put the game back to double digit, and then they just kind of never looked back and really just hold the lead to a point where it's kind of ironic the fact that the biggest lead for them in this game was at the end of the game when they got the lead to 17 points and eventually win this game. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and it's definitely great to be part of history. It's definitely going to be something that's going to remember for a very long time, even though it's not the result that the Golden State Valkyrie would like. And whenever you make a debut game in your debut season, gonna be growing pain, and it feels like this is just the beginning of the growing pain for this Valkyrie team. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you guys hit a like, smash the subscribe button, and yeah, I of course will see you guys next time with another Sports Hub Series exclusive episode.